Dan the Natural Man Show. It's Monday again, everyone. Hope you're going to have a good Monday. It's already 12:44, so Monday is swiftly passing. Today I want to talk about another fruit. Imagine that, another fruit. I want to talk about the kiwi. If you've never seen a kiwi or eaten a kiwi, this is what they look like. Here in America, we have access to the green ones and the golden ones. This one is actually a golden one, but the green ones are the most common ones that we have in America that we have access to. There are a lot of varieties of kiwi around the world, though. So this fruit, I'm going to talk about quickly some of the health benefits. This fruit is a very good source of vitamin C. And it's important for us to get a good amount of vitamin C in our diet every single day. Because vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin, which means every time you have to go to the bathroom, you lose some of it. If you sweat, you lose some. So you need to have a regular source of vitamin C in your daily diet. In fact, just one of these kiwis contains 83% of the daily recommended amount of vitamin C. It's also a decent source of vitamin E. One of these contains 9% of your daily vitamin E needs. It's a pretty good source of vitamin K, 34%, folate, 7%, copper, 15%, potassium, 4%, and magnesium, 4%. So this little fruit has a really impressive nutrient profile, especially considering the size. Look how little it is. And look, I ate a lot more than one of these. I mean, look at it, it's tiny. I might eat 4 or 5 of these at once. Also remember seeing a study about kiwis helping with digestion. The kiwi also contains lutein. You've probably heard of lutein before. It's for your eyes, to help keep your eyes healthy. It also contains beta carotene. And it's high in antioxidants and carotenoids. So, kiwis are good for your heart. Now, most plant foods are going to be good for your heart. I can't think of a plant food that isn't good for your heart. But kiwi is another one that's good for your heart. It can help prevent heart disease, and it can help lower your blood pressure. A study looked at the effects of eating kiwis or apples in 118 people with either high normal blood pressure or stage 1 high blood pressure. Those who ate 3 kiwis per day for 8 weeks had lower blood pressure at the end of the intervention compared with those who ate 1 apple per day. Another study in 2012 with 102 men who smoked had participants eat 3 kiwis per day for 8 weeks. Those who did this had reductions in blood pressure and platelet aggregation, or the clumping together of platelets in the blood, compared with the control group. So even as smokers, this kiwi had the ability to make it less likely for these participants' blood to clot, which can cause heart attacks and strokes. That's pretty impressive, because smoking is one of the most damaging things we can do for our health. It thickens the blood, it raises blood pressure, it can raise the cholesterol, it can cause cancer. I mean, if you smoke, it's one of those things you really need to learn, or not learn, but if you can't stop, you need to get help. It also goes on to say people who smoke are at higher risk of plaque buildup in the arteries, so eating kiwis may help prevent this accumulation and reduce the risk of atherosclerosis in this population. What's more, some studies have shown that kiwis may help reduce total cholesterol and triglycerides and boost your HDL cholesterol, which is the good cholesterol. Yes, this is what I was talking about. It benefits digestive health. Kiwis contain insoluble and soluble fiber, which our body needs both types every day. Studies have shown that kiwis contain about 1/3 soluble and 2/3 insoluble fiber. The soluble fiber found in kiwis may benefit blood sugar regulation and heart health and help support healthy gut bacteria, while the insoluble fiber found in the fruit can help keep bowel movements regular. So, two other important notes to keep ourselves healthy by living a natural health lifestyle. Of course, they will help your bowel movements and they can help keep your blood sugar stable. And this will give us more energy and keep us healthier for the long run, because you know, when we're young and healthy, we don't think about a lot of these things. But I advise for you now, even if you're young, if you're 18 years old and you think, oh, I can get away with some dietary sins and some binging and some late night. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't. You can. But if you make it a regular thing, even when you're young, a lot of people pay for this in their later years, say when they start to hit 30, 35, 40. If they didn't take care of themselves during high school and college and their early working years, then when they hit 35 or 40, they start to develop things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, even possibly high blood sugar. They gain weight. They don't, their pants don't fit anymore. So I'm not saying not to have fun. I advise people to have fun, but there are other ways to have fun instead of destroying your health. So. Sure, we can have a piece of cake and a piece of pizza here and there, but it's what you do 95% of the time that's going to dictate how healthy you're going to be in the future. Because if your health fails in the prime of your life or at any time in your life, your quality of life goes down the drain. And I've seen it, and it's sad. I mean, I've seen people that had a full life, and they had children, and they had a great job, and they had a fruitful social life. But then something happens to their health. Then all those things go to the wayside, because now they're trying to figure out how to get their health back, and the body won't allow them to enjoy those things they used to enjoy anymore. It's really one of the best investments you can make in your life is take care of your health. Okay. The fiber found in kiwis can retain water and swell more than other types of fiber, like apple fiber and wheat bran, which means it's a good choice for improving stool consistency and decreasing the time it takes for food to go through your digestive system, which is another important thing. Transit time of your food that you eat. The longer it sits in the colon, the more time this toxic waste in the stool has to get back into the bloodstream. So a lot of healthy cultures that eat a lot of high fiber meals, they might have a bowel movement 30 minutes to an hour after they eat breakfast and 30 minutes to an hour after they eat lunch. So that's a good consistency to shoot for. And some people, even with high fiber diet, we may need some herbs to help us out. Dr. Christopher makes a formula called lower bowel formula. Actually retrains the bowel. It strengthens the peristaltic motion, and it helps the bowel become strong again and regular again if you need that help. I found, another study showed kiwis help with chronic constipation. And don't quote me on this, but I think there's a study out there somewhere that shows kiwis can help with irritable bowel syndrome. I didn't pull that one up today, but I remember seeing it. I've studied for so many years and written articles and this and that. I can't remember everything that I've ever went over. And finally, you know, like we said before, it's a good source of vitamin C. We said in the beginning. Okay, folks, this is just another video on the power of fruits and a plant-based diet. Kiwis are easy to get around the world in the supermarket. They're pretty cheap. They're a good snack to take on the run. I mean, they're so little they even fit in your pocket. I mean, check this out. It's right in my pocket. And now I got a kiwi for lunch. Okay, if you like the video, like it and share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my page, danthenaturalman.com. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.